Yeah, the initial field activities have demonstrated very high-grade silver and gold assay results from rock chips, selectively sampled over some of the outcropping epithermal veins, which come down from the hills and then just disappear for about 1,000 meters in strike length and disappear underneath shallow cover into the basin, where there's big, large north-south cross-cutting faults, which is another potential dilational zone where there could be more material there. So in terms of what that means for our upcoming drill programs, there's two targets. There's one up in the hills targeting those high-grade veins, going underneath where we're getting those high-grade rock chips, and we're out in the field doing alteration mapping on now. And also lower out on the plains where there's the big regional faults which cross-cut. There could be a larger system there under shallow cover. So really exciting, two sort of bites of the cherry on the Firenze project coming up. The $80,000 co-funding drill grant from the New South Wales government is the steps involved was actually making the application. We had to take it forward with the concept of testing a segment of the Macquarie Arc that was not previously recognised. And so the New South Wales government geologists have sort of assessed our idea and said, yep, we'd be willing to co-fund that. So there's some validation on our concept. And we probably wanted to see that validation and to de-risk the project by, that'll cover about 40% of the drilling costs. So for us, that was an important part of that de-risking process. So it wasn't going to cost our shareholders as much to test that target. But if that is correct, that is a copper gold porphyry target down there, then that could have a massive impact on and could be our flagship for the entire company. Yeah, well, the T55 prospect is actually about 60 kilometres to the east of the 1,500-metre air core and RC program on the remainder of the Byrock project. They're probably almost separate projects, but they're owned by Nimrod Resources, so we're earning in on those projects, or that project as a whole, but they're spatially apart. But the 1,500-metre program, they're not really going to integrate. They'll be running at separate times with different rigs. The 1,500-metre drill program is a lot shallower, so we're testing targets there that are only sort of 80 and 100 metres at depth, whereas the T55 prospect is more like the sort of 300-400 metres depth. That's a great question of how does this all fit together? The Byrock project, Eromanga heavy mineral sands, Firenze silver and gold in Nevada. And our strategy is to have a pipeline of targets. So we want to be out there drill testing a potential new discovery every quarter. And we've built out a pipeline of drill targets to do that. And we're demonstrating that by drilling three drill programs in the last 4 months of this year. So what we'll do is that we'll then start to, when we do get a bit of traction on any one of those, we'll start to kind of keep moving that forward until that becomes our flagship project. And once we've got to that sort of stage, we'll then put our shoulder in behind that one big project and get after it. But until then, we've built the pipeline. We're out there sort of continually adding in extra new opportunities in front of that. And sometimes those new opportunities that we bring in might become the focus of the drilling. That might replace a target that was maybe doesn't then rank as highly. So we want to make sure that our strategy is to put shareholders' money onto the best drill target that can make give us that discovery success where that capital growth really accelerates.